Hello again, everyone, and welcome back. My name is Tom Nelson, and this is a continuation of the homeostasis video series. This is part 2, blood type and homeostasis. So blood type and homeostasis. Many centuries ago, the original and the only blood type that was known was blood type O. And as population grew, competition for space and food increased, our earliest ancestors began to migrate to other areas of the globe to find food and shelter. They were exposed to new types of food and different animals to hunt, different water to drink from different sources, and a very different environment, temperatures, elevations, and more. You recall that we said that everything you eat touches your genes and it can slowly alter their makeup. So their genes were exposed to different diet and different environment. Consequently, over time, now we have 4 very distinctively different blood types. Blood type O, the original, A, B, and AB. 4 distinctly different sets of antigens. 4 distinctly different types of genes. Each blood type then is the result of a genetic mutation that were caused by that environmental pressure. They eventually changed the genetic makeup of the blood enough that one cannot be transferred into another individual without potentially causing a very severe, potentially fatal reaction. So physical characteristics, including your physical size, skin color, body shapes, and many other characteristics, changed over time due to environmental pressures. Since genetic changes are passed on to the offspring, then new unique races slowly over time became a reality. So their genetic exposure to changes in their diet, their lifestyle, their environment slowly changed their cellular function, and it resulted in significant changes in their body and in their blood. Diseases that commonly result from a homeostatic imbalance are things like diabetes, lupus, Crohn's disease, rheumatoid arthritis, asthma, osteoarthritis, or osteoporosis, and many more. There's over 200 different ones. Other conditions like dehydration, hypoglycemia, hyperglycemia, gout, and diseases caused by toxins that build up in the bloodstream, and those can change your genetic makeup. So there are now over 200 chronic diseases that are the result of these homeostatic imbalances. All of these conditions resulted from the presence of buildup of environmental or dietary substances, which happen to be pressures on the body from the environment surrounding it. So normally, homeostatic control mechanisms prevent that imbalance from occurring. But in some people, these mechanisms do not work efficiently enough, or the balance is too far out of normal range, where the levels can no longer be managed by your hypothalamus, your brain, that control room. Medical intervention then will become necessary in order to restore that balance, or permanent damage to the organs will result. So every illness is, to some degree, the result of lost homeostasis. We live in a constantly changing world. There's 80,000 new chemicals been developed over the last 50 years, and those have had a significant impact on our genetic makeup. Your body's cells and tissues survive in a constantly changing microenvironment. So the normal or physiologic state then is achieved by adaptive responses by your body to the ebb and flow of various stimuli which permitted the genes, the cells, the tissues to adapt and to live in harmony with their new microenvironment. So homeostasis can be preserved. It's only when these stimuli become so severe or the response of these organisms break down that disease results. Things like diabetes and the other 200 inflammatory diseases and disorders. So this is true for the whole organism, as it is for every single one of your 37 trillion cells. So you're going to discover that you have more control over your health than you might have previously thought. Homeostasis is an automatic system. It functions without your even being consciously aware that it is doing what it's supposed to do. It has to be that way. There is no other way that it can be, because it would be virtually impossible for you to be continually monitoring what amounts to many thousands of important functions. Some estimates 25,000 separate functions that are going on simultaneously in your body at any given moment. So to watch for changes and make adjustments would be a virtual impossibility for you to do. You would get nothing else done because you would be totally occupied all of your time with dealing with even minuscule changes in all of these different areas. So there's just simply too many variables for you to consciously control all at the same time, simultaneously. So your brain, your hypothalamus, a little tiny organ right in the center of your brain, about the size of an almond, does that for you. And it's that organ, the hypothalamus, that is responsible for homeostasis to be maintained. So your blood type plays a very significant role in how your hypothalamus is going to react and how your body reacts to changes to your hypothalamus. So now go to part 3, the different types of homeostasis. Thank you for watching, and please pay it forward. Thank you very much.